Songza is a music service for people who love discovering new music, but don't always know exactly what they want to listen to. And we see ourselves as a music concierge. And so we have these expertly curated playlists for anything you can imagine, any mood, any situation, any genre, decade, or even element of pop culture. And we make it really simple for people to find the right playlist at the right moment. So they always have great music on without having to spend a lot of time finding it. So let's jump into activities. Let's say you need a playlist for a cocktail party, and you're not exactly sure what to put on. Tap cocktail party, and you'll see a dozen playlists that have been created by experts that are all really good soundtracks. So let's say you're going for an old school martini swing vibe. Tap martini swing, you can read a description, see some of the artists featured on the playlist, and if it sounds good, press play, and you're done. We have activities for virtually anything you can think of. So if we jump back to the activities list, you can see we go from cardio workouts to casual dinner parties to waking up on the right side of the bed, workout cool down, yoga, weightlifting, whatever it might be, walking through a city. Similarly, if there's a particular mood that you're going for, let's say atmospheric in this case, you can see about a dozen playlists that are all really good atmospheric soundtracks. We'll go with left field hip hop. Once you're listening, you can share the playlist that you're listening to via social networks, so easy integration with Facebook, Twitter, or via email, or you can save it to your collection. And so these are categories I have set up in my collection. I have music for getting fit, for sleeping, for being at work, for doing chores, etc. So when I find myself in a situation where I need a soundtrack but don't know what to put on, it's super easy to get to. One of the other categories I want to show you is record store clerk. So this is where we really get to be our music nerd selves. If you have absolutely no idea where to start, you can't even think of a mood or an activity, go to record store clerk and you'll see some really interesting suggestions that would be coming from the guy in the wire rim glasses behind the counter at Tower Records, if there were still a lot of Tower Records. And one of my favorites here is obscure genres. And so if you want to learn a new genre in 30 seconds or less, there's no better way to do it than our obscure genres list. So let's say you've been hearing people talk about cantopop and you're curious as to what it sounds like. Tap cantopop, you can read a little bit about it, see some of the artists, press play, and you're listening. Songza is totally free. There are no audio ads and no listening limits. So we have two revenue streams. One of our revenue streams is display advertisements. So whether you're on the web or mobile, you're seeing banner ads of our sponsors. The other is more of a B2B platform where we basically take what Songza is and we allow a brand to build on top of it. You have really interesting media companies who want a good music solution but don't want to build it on their own, building on top of the assets that we already have. We have 500,000 registered users on Songza. We launched in September of 2011. And that's when we went live on the web and live on the different app platforms. So that's iPod Touch, iPhone, iPad, Android, and then Kindle Fire followed with the dedicated app in November. And it's growing quickly and organically.